This is Shaun Nordlie, Community Manager here at Hemlock Farms. Going to start with the dues bill, and again, it's due on March 1st, so make sure you get that paid if you have not done so yet. It is February now, so you can still sign up for the installment plan, but there is now a $50 fee to sign up for that. You can do that on the website, on the app, or at the administration office. Just make sure you take care of everything before March 1st, and know that if you're on the installment plan, you do have to make that first payment by March 1st, and also if you're on the toter program and your mailbox fee are not included in the installment plan, so you have to pay those. So again, March 1st for the annual dues. If you have not received your bill, you want to call administration, talk to accounting, so you can get a copy of that and make sure you get that taken care of. February edition of the Hemlock News is now out digitally. Should have received an e-blast this week with that. Check out some stories from members about how they spent the winter storm where we got over 20 inches of snow and what they did and the fun that they had with that. So check that out. Again, out digitally, and then next week the paper version will be out. Also, the handbook advertising, if you want to be in that, due date for that is February 15th, so next week. So make sure in the back of those books, now we do that business directory. If you're interested in doing that, contact Megan and the communications staff to get that done. But again, deadline is February 15th for those ads. I know Zappy's addressed salt and plowing and all that in his videos. I just wanted to also talk about it. As you know from following Zappy, salt is becoming more and more difficult to obtain. We did get 200 tons that'll actually be delivered next week, so that helps us. Zappy has ordered some anti-skid to help out. We can mix with salt. We do have salt. I just want to make sure everybody understands that, but it is becoming more and more difficult, so the remaining months or snowstorms that we do have, you'll see a mix of salt and anti-skid out there to make sure that the roads are safe for everybody. But once again, this is the second year in a row that salt's becoming more and more scarce. So we actually talked about this at the board meeting, and we'll be talking about it at the Public Works Committee meeting about changing up our priorities and possibly bringing a CIF project for a bigger salt bin, maybe a dome like what you see with the townships, that can hold more salt, and something that Zappy and I have talked, and we just think that this is probably a trend going forward where salt's going to become more and more difficult to have. So if we have a bigger area that we can put salt, we can get more salt in the beginning of the season, so that when we get to these points when the salt mines are closed and we can't get any more, we'll be in much better shape. So be a discussion about that again at the Public Works Committee, and then again at the board meeting in February. Speaking of Zappy, check out his weekly video, Digging Deeper, this week. There's no Hemlock Hangout, but there was a rundown e-blast this week, so we have some activities coming up next week with the Valentine's Dinner Dance and Candy Bingo. And don't forget Valentine's, it's coming up. You don't want to forget and be in trouble. Take care, everybody. Have a good weekend.